Let's take a moment and talk about Hal Jordan and how draining his willpower and energy is not necessarily a good idea. I've shown you guys in the past that Green Lanterns have high resistances and immunities to various different forms of hacks and manipulations. Stuff like time manipulation, matter manipulation, and of course energy manipulation. One of the biggest win cons that people try to bring up about Green Lanterns is you could just absorb their energy and use it against them. And while this may be the case for some lower level Green Lanterns, someone like Hal Jordan, the greatest Green Lantern of them all, not necessarily the case. Let's take a look at Green Lantern issue 168. In this issue, we see that Hal Jordan's adversaries have pulled the willpower energy out of his ring. When they try to use that willpower against him, it does not work. And more importantly, Hal can easily reabsorb his willpower and energy back into his ring. And that's only if you can absorb his power, because in more recent years, like in Green Lantern issue number 4, we see this mature Sun Eater absorbing and draining the energy out of this Green Lantern. Not only is Hal Jordan able to go in there and save the Green Lantern, however, he's resistant to his energy being drained. And as he leaves, he kills the Sun Eater, the same creature that killed Parallax Hal Jordan. And it's worth noting that these Sun Eaters are a lot stronger. They're part of the Royal Twins. And not just is Hal Jordan resistant to energy manipulation or energy draining, and not only can he reabsorb his energy, but Hal Jordan can actually reabsorb infinite or near infinite energy into his ring. In Green Lantern issue number 12, when dealing with the Golden Giants, Hal Jordan is able to absorb enough energy across the emotional spectrum to give an unlimited amount of energy that would endure the Golden Giants. Absolutely wild. We've seen this absorption or manipulation of willpower, the energy that is used by the Green Lanterns, as recent as issue number 1 of the current Green Lantern run. As when blasted by willpower from this Manhunter suit, Hal Jordan is able to absorb that energy and create a ring with it, not only surviving the blast, but being unaffected and then manipulating that energy. Oh my Lanta. Not just that, but let's just say you do take Hal Jordan's energy. As we seen earlier, using his willpower or energy against him is not a good idea because it will not hurt him. We see this again in Green Lantern issue 2. When Sinestro makes a ring out of his willpower and gives it to Hal, Hal does the thing that we all would do and proceeds to try to one-shot Sinestro. But because the ring is made of Sinestro's will, regardless of what Hal Jordan does, the willpower does not hurt Sinestro. It is his own energy, his own power. We see this again in Green Lantern issue number 4, when Sinestro releases multiple rings of his willpower and hands it out to his people, who once again proceed to attack him. And we see the results in issue number 5 of Green Lantern, that after that attack, it does nothing. Sinestro cannot be hurt by his own Green Lantern will. So we see a couple things here. First and foremost, is that even if you're able to pull the lantern energy out of a Green Lantern, specifically let's say Hal Jordan, he can just pull it right back into his ring whenever he wants. Hal Jordan can absorb unlimited amount of energy into his ring. And a Green Lantern can't be hurt by their own Green Lantern energy. As well as Hal Jordan can absorb other people's or other forms of willpower and convert it into his own. But Andrew, what if we have a high-level energy manipulator and they take the willpower and just convert it into another energy? In theory, that might work, but there's a big problem. We see in Doomsday Clock issue number 9, we see Dr. Manhattan, one of, if not DC's most powerful energy and matter manipulators, as well as one of the most powerful between the two companies, face off against a Green Lantern's willpower energy for the first time. Guy Gardner's. Yes, Dr. Manhattan is able to take out Guy Gardner. However, he also comments that the willpower energy is unique. He finds it difficult to affect. If a high-level energy manipulator like Dr. Manhattan has difficulty with the Green Lantern power, that says a lot for all other energy manipulators. So while in theory, maybe you might be able to change Green Lantern's willpower into another form of energy, one, we haven't really seen it done, and two, we see a statement from Dr. Manhattan that it is incredibly difficult to do. And we know how powerful Dr. Manhattan is. So for anyone out there that says just manipulating or draining or changing the Green Lantern's willpower energy is a way to beat them, I recommend that you find another win condition. Because even if you are able to pull their energy out from them, number one, they can just reabsorb it. Number two, Hal Jordan can absorb willpower energy from other individuals. Number three, their willpower energy you just absorb is not going to hurt them. And number four is that you have to get through the fact that it is incredibly difficult to manipulate a Green Lantern's willpower energy. Then you tack it on to the fact that not all Green Lanterns are the same. Hal Jordan is vastly, dramatically more powerful, different, and has unique hacks and abilities that normal Green Lanterns or even some of his colleagues just don't have.